Well, let's march on, shall we? Before we do that, we will take a look at how Chad's team did overall in the playoffs. Again, Lillard, Leonard, Butler, Thomas, all pretty damn good. Secondary scoring dropped off a bit, but that's to be expected when you have players scoring at that high of a pace. Of course, the biggest thing is no dominant player on the boards. That's pretty much the one shortcoming overall. I mean, yeah, 7 rebounds for your top 2. Lillard had a hell of a run, but Butler, Kawhi, Thomas definitely struggled a bit more in the finals. But we will move on to the 2014 offseason, as you guys, in fact, retired Ray Allen and Paul Pierce. Not Kevin Garnett, though. Mike Bibby, too. Jermaine O'Neal's gone. Al Jefferson, Rip Hamilton, Aaron Davis, and obviously quite a few others, as you would expect. Hall of Fame inductees, Ray Allen and Paul Pierce. Damn right. Jersey retirements, just Paul Pierce. Historic changes, rising stars, game changes, whatever, as the Bobcats have once again become the Charlotte Hornets. Floor and uniform change for the Kings, as well as the Golden State Warriors. The Bobcats are dead. We get to the draft lottery. Chat, because of Orlando's selection, has a 10.3% chance of this going very well for them. Let's see what happens. Let's see. A 10.3% chance for Chat to succeed here and get what they want. Top 5 pick is likely, but not guaranteed. Not guaranteed. Oh, goodness. Let's see. I'm actually very disappointed you guys didn't win that era. I was actively rooting for you. Didn't happen. Maybe that was the problem. I was actively rooting for you to win, and I'm fucking cursed. So. You got the Nets at number 10. The number 9 overall pick belongs to the Denver Nuggets. So good news for Chad here. Carmelo Anthony being a free agent. Fucking imagine. I don't believe I'll have the money, though. I don't believe so. The number 8 overall pick belongs to the Memphis Grizzlies. It's good news for Chat. There's been no movement. Good news indeed. The 7th overall pick belongs to the Milwaukee Bucks. The 6th overall pick belongs to the San Antonio Spurs. Chat are guaranteed a top 5 pick. Will they move up from number 5? Yes, they will. If you guys lose this era, the 3rd overall pick belongs to the Toronto Raptors. You moved up 2 spots. And the 1st overall pick belongs to the New York Knicks. So in this draft, Chat has picks 3, 17, 27, and 28. I do not have a first rounder this year. Which means we are off to the NBA draft in 2014. First overall pick, the New York Knicks select Joel Embiid. The Joel Embiid. With the 2nd overall pick, the Dallas Mavericks select Andrew Wiggins. With the 3rd overall pick, the Toronto Raptors select Nikola Jokic. Don't even need to throw it to a vote. There you go, chat. You better not lose. You better not. We'll sim to your next pick, which is number 17. Point guard, you got Lillard and Thomas. Shooting guards, Butler, Middleton, and Holiday. You're going to have to be spending a lot of money this offseason, too. Kawhi at forward. Patterson and White. Covington at power forward. And centers Davis, Jokic, Plumlee, and Muscala. Shout out to Akai for the sub, by the way. Welcome in. So for you guys at this point, Clint Acapella, Maxi Kleber, TJ Warren, and Jeremy Grant at power forward, Clarkson, Dwight Powell. And it starts to drop off from there. What do you think, chat? What do you think? These are the players that are left. A lot of shouts for Jeremy Grant. Shouts for Thanasis. Is Aaron Gordon available? Do you see him? Not to be rude, but do you see him? When I just scrolled. Gotta pay attention a little bit. Right? You saw I scrolled, and then we got to D+ players, so no. It looks like it's going to be Grant. But we'll throw it to a vote here based off of people I've seen mentioned. Because why not? Why not? Why not? So, will it be... Let's see. Actually, who have I seen mentioned? Let me see. Oh, Grant, Thanasis, Grant, Capella, Grant. Okay. So, will it be Mr. Capella? Will it be TJ Warren? Will it be Jeremy Grant? Or will it be Thanasis? I want to call him Thanos. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Jeremy Grant appears to be the favorite at the moment. What do you think? And yeah, it's going to be Jeremy Grant. All right. We'll just save time. Get that over with. Jeremy Grant's the pick. And you guys got 2 more picks in the first round. Pick number 27. There's Thanasis. So there you go. Quick and easy. And at 28, you got to make the pick as well. It's all generated dudes at this point. It really doesn't matter who you take. You might as well take fucking Felix Oberto just in case, because people were talking about a depth forward. So, there you go. Quick and easy. Shane Curry. You wouldn't have signed him anyway. Who cares? Who cares? So, Jokic starts off at a 73. But obviously, we know the ceiling is going to be high. But a quick look at who went... where? I care. Well, you shouldn't. You shouldn't. Think about your priorities. Think about your priorities. Achilles, what's going on, by the way? All right. In terms of the rookie signings, I got no one to worry about. Chad has no reason to sign Oberto. I mean, Thanasis is at least a depth option there. Dusty, sorry to hear that. Thank you for the 25. And I'm glad chat whooping my ass consistently has put a smile on your face. Appreciate it. Oh, goodness. In terms of options, I got the Anthony Davis option. For you guys, that's pretty straightforward. I mean, Justin Holiday is cheap enough, but you don't need another guard. You might as well save the money. The only questionable player is Justin Holiday. But again, he is third string shooting guard. But then again, he's cheap. What do you guys think about Justin Holiday? He's also providing some forward depth. What do you think? Let him go or keep him? All right, he's leaving. There you go. There you go. Qualifying offers. I got no one to worry about, or do you? Brings us to the moratorium period where I am $2 million over. I could negotiate with JJ Barea, but I'm not going to. Chat is $20 million over and has nobody to negotiate right now because of the cap hold. So for you guys, so you are going to be losing old Pat Patterson and DJ White. They're only on cap holds. You won't have the option to match, and you don't have bird rights on them to go over. So you are going to lose DJ White and Pat, as well as Hito Turkoglu. For myself, thankfully I'm not losing anybody overly important, except for JJ Barea, but whatever. Okay. So pretty straightforward. So in free agency, you guys have $14 million to spend. I am still $2 million in the hole. $14 million. The problem is, do you even have room for anybody? Don't need a point guard. Don't need a shooting guard. Don't need a forward. You do, in theory, need a power forward, or you could let some of the young guns actually play. In terms of the power forwards available, can't afford Derek Favors. So there's Thaddeus Young, Joe Alexander. I mean, it's probably worth just building up unless you think one of those guys can help you in terms of a short-term deal. But that's about it. That is about it. So, you can use the mid-level exception. And who do you think you're going to be able to use it on, though? Is the problem. You know? Any decent rebounders? A+ for Trevor Booker. A- for DJ White, who you had last year. Any forwards that can play power forward? Gallinari, Gerald Wallace. I mean, nobody significantly better than you have. I mean, Gerald Wallace only wants $5 million apparently. But again, you can't guarantee that the coach will play him there. Check Udoka for what? If he had good rebounding, I would have told you when I looked. A lot of people in favor for DJ. Shout out to Braden for the raid. It looks like it's going to be DJ White then. I mean, there are some votes for Booker. All right, we'll throw it to a vote. Braden, how'd the stream go, man? Welcome in. Welcome to chat, collectively kicking my ass. There you go, chat. Vote for what you want to do here. Let's do it. To be fair, Scream is in the way. That's why, yeah, but that's not to be fair, because if he had good rebounding, I would have said so. Like, no, that's not fair. Like, obviously, if I read off the two guys that had really good rebounding, which was the question. You gotta listen. You gotta listen. All right. Booker's getting the votes, though. Trevor Booker is getting the votes. Again, with his A+ rebound. To be fair, Tookie Chat has their agenda they have to maintain. You are correct. Yes, they do. They sure do. Don't win the title this year. Well, if Tookie didn't hide the rebounding, we might have gotten someone who has better than A+ rebounding. Okay. All right. Trevor Booker is going to be your target this year. We do have to vote on the term. Will it be 1 year? A 1+1? A 2+1, a 3+1, or just an outright 4-year deal. Thinking about Bryce Young being called worse than Marcus Russell. It's too early. Too early to say. Too early to say. He has been very bad so far, but the Panthers are also big trash garbage. The difference is I don't think anyone's calling Bryce Young's effort into question, whereas Jamarcus Russell literally got caught in a lie about not wanting to watch game tape in preparation. You know? So that's the difference. 1 year seems to be the shout. Max offer it just to make sure he signs. And that looks like it's going to be the play. That is the offer for Trevor Booker. And we'll see if you guys end up with him. Now that we can take that off of the screen. Again, a shout out to Braden for the raid. Feel free to drop and fall. NHL 15, which version? Good version or bad version? All right, Trevor Booker heading to Toronto. I do not have the money I was hoping for to be able to do anything, which is highly unfortunate. I mean, forwards that are affordable, apparently. These are guys on fucking league min. Or we started with the very first era. And then whenever someone wins, we move on to the next. God, who can I even sign here? Who the hell can I even sign? Like, I need somebody like this Trent Franklin guy can at least shoot a basketball. Am I able to actually sign him for dirt cheap? I mean, it would be my only free agent signing, but I need a forward more than anybody. Yeah, I desperately need a proper forward on roster. Like, actual proper forward. Might as well get someone who can shoot. Go for Trent Franklin here. Let's try and bail me out. Literally fucking league min, basically. My only player I can target. He ends up signing. Thank God I at least have a half-decent small forward now. The big signings. Carmelo Anthony heads to the East. He goes to Orlando. Bad news for you guys of future draft picks in case this somehow gets extended. Generated dude, I think. Trey Warwick to the Hornets. Okay. All right. In terms of player progression, Anthony Davis for me up by 4. Mike Conley drops by 2. As my plans are starting to fall apart. For chat, +3 for Butler, +2 for Leonard, +3 for Lillard, +5 for Thomas, +1s for Davis, Middleton, and Booker, a +4 for Plumlee, a +3 for Covington, a +3 for Mike Muscala. Got the two-headed monster here of Love and Davis, but I need to find a way. Wasn't many green arrows, dude. I don't care. I still got a two-headed monster. I got 2 better players than anything you guys have. It's my star power against your depth. We've seen both win out in the past. But, you know, I guess you guys still aren't somehow bored of the same talking points, I guess. Hoping for a bit more originality for this era, at least, chat. My God. At least a little bit more originality. Come on now. The 2015 class. You know, we went with Breezy last time, and it wasn't that bad. We'll go for it. We'll go for it. In terms of those preseason power rankings, Chat's Raptors at 1. My Timberwolves have fallen back a bit, down to 14th, really. Good luck with that. Pingus Dingus, Karl Anthony Towns, D'Angelo Russell, and others in this draft. Old Devin Booker. The Booker. We'll see how this plays out. We'll see. For my Timberwolves here, I have some decisions to make. In terms of the untouchables, only 2 untouchables right now are Davis and Love. I'm willing to at least hear offers from the AI on anything else that could happen. We got draft picks to move. Well, just leave the block open. There's nobody that I'm absolutely trying to move. So we'll just kind of see. We'll kind of see what happens. We will see what happens. Let's see. 9-man depth. So Conley, DeRozan, Franklin, Davis, and Love. Mayo is the 6th man. Humphreys, Len. I got to drop that down to 8. Okay. So I got the one glaring weakness in my lineup that I just haven't been able to address. For Chat's Raptors, I mean, it'll be pretty straightforward. Lillard's going to be untouchable. Butler's going to be untouchable. Kawhi's going to be untouchable. I imagine you want Jokic to be untouchable, and probably Thomas as well. Probably. We stole your picks. If you're talking about me, you didn't steal anything. You stole the right to draft second-round talents with a first-round pick. That's what you stole. Congrats. And, yeah, for you guys, I would imagine it's, hey, move first to try and get better, right? Any disagreements? At the very least, have the first up there and then be willing to hear offers for other players. Oh, Plumlee. All right. There you go. There you go. In terms of the lineup for you guys this year, you have a new head coach. Rick Carlisle's in town. It is Lillard, Butler, Leonard, Booker, and Davis, with Thomas, Middleton, Plumlee, and Covington getting time off the bench. Let's see what Rick Carlisle can do with the Raptors. Let's see. To be honest, yeah, I'm good with this. Let's see what happens. Time for another season. Just like that. Ooh, a Kevin Garnett reunion. Hell yeah. No. Jesus. Mike Conley and Chris Humphreys for Rodney Stuckey and Ryan Anderson. I do like Humphreys, but Conley got worse this year. Losing Humphreys would suck a bit. Especially because Anderson's not really my type of power forward. I might have to try Rodney Stuckey here because Conley hasn't worked. This is a done deal. Mike Conley and Chris Humphreys heading to Detroit for Rodney Stuckey and Ryan Anderson. I got to try something different. Stuckey, DeRozan. I still just need to plug up that hole at forward. And we should be okay. Stuckey immediately becomes untouchable. I don't have anything else I can add for picks for now, but there we go. We'll take it, and let's hope this team continues to click with Stuckey. Andre Blatch and Ian Mahimi for DeRozan. Not going to happen. Timberwolves off to a solid start. Second in the not even our best record, and we were second in the conference. Go figure. So I didn't take this deal last year. I'm getting another opportunity now when he hasn't gotten any worse. It's OJ Mayo for Corey Maggette. I'm taking it. I didn't do it last year. I got to throw whatever I can at the wall to try. Corey Maggette, welcome in. I got to do it. Got to do it. That makes it Stuckey. I have an injury to DeMar DeRozan temporarily, but it'll be Stuckey, DeRozan, Maggette, Davis, and Love. My depth leaves a bit to be desired, but my starting five is outstanding. Just got to find that way to address the depth without having access to a nuke. I can't move Bobby Simmons. Can't move Franklin yet. James Jones came back. Tony Allen's not going to be worth anything, but I might as well see if I can move him. Chat's Raptors at 23-1 to start the season. An absolute dynamo. We'll see what happens. As you guys do get an offer, Plumlee for Williams in a second. I mean, Williams doesn't really help you at power forward. He'd just take away from Covington, so not worth it. Not worth it. Never mind about the coach. No, you wanted to be able to use the coach as an excuse already before even seeing your record. Come on now. Don't backtrack now. I'm clearly not that desperate to get rid of Tony Allen, so that's a no. For me, Alex Len for Williams in a second. It's Len's potential here. C+. He is a hell of a rebounder. Williams, also a pretty good rebounder. I'm going to say no to that. I'm going to make... Maybe I'm not going to make DeMar untouchable. I'm at least willing to hear. 19-9 for the T-Wolves. 28-2 for the Raptors. Looks like it'll be the final year, one way or another. One way or another. Alex Len for CJ Watson. Rodney Stuckey is out for 2 to 4 months. I need a point guard then. Not that I want to get rid of Len and weaken my fucking big man depth, but I need a point guard. Welcome in, CJ. I need to be able to at least play a point guard the rest of the regular season. That's the way to do it. Honestly. Let's up that depth to 9. Honestly, maybe even 10. Let's get some of our star players a rest. For the rest of the season, Tuki has the injury bug. Bitch, I am the injury. Have you not seen how all these eras have played out? What do you mean the bug? Christ, you guys would be collectively crying in a corner if you had my injury luck. Corey Maggette for Brevin Knight and a first. Shout out to Heathen for the 27 months. Damn.
Jeez.
Being able to get a first rounder for old-ass Corey Maggette isn't bad. Brandon Knight's an outright guard. I mean, it would potentially move DeMar over. I just can't guarantee I'd be able to flip that first in time. So that's a no. That is a no. We have been struggling without Rodney Stuckey, though. It's been a rough month. I might have to shorten the bench again. Sure. Random scrub Marion Valentine for Mike Dunleavy. I'll take the upgrade in depth. Thank you, New York. These fucking injuries, man. Oh, these injuries. All the time. Corey Maggette. Ooh, okay. Maggette for Wilson Chandler, and I get Nate Robinson for depth. That Chandler contract is a bit concerning, though. But again, Maggette's 35. Chandler's 27. Good three-point shooter. Not the best defender in the world. Nate Robinson could still be useful. Take a slight hit it forward to get a little bit more depth. How has Maggette been doing as of late? Isn't there a recent games tab? There we go. 13, 15, 14. I mean, he's doing well, but not so well that I can't move him. I'm going to take it. I need the depth. We'll make that deal with the Lakers. So Watson, DeRozan, Chandler still dealing with some injuries. But we do have some slightly better depth now. Pissed nobody's going after these first round picks, but Celtics again would love to trade me Kevin Garnett, I'm sure. That's not happening. For you guys, a swap of Chris Middleton for JJ Redick. Other first round picks involved. I mean, Middleton's cheaper right now than JJ, who's already signed a next level deal. Pretty much no reason to take that, especially too because it's a San Antonio deal. No reason to mess with the chemistry. The Timberwolves, CJ Watson and Jones. CJ Watson and James Jones for Sheldon Williams and Greg Patterson. Private parts, you are correct. Obviously, Stuckey's still hurt. I could have Nate Robinson run as the backup point guard for now. Williams and Patterson get me a little bit of extra depth. A little bit. Good rebounder for Patterson. Williams can also play forward. Terrible shooter, though. Defensive specialist. Terrible athleticism. Not that CJ is a great shooter either. CJ can only play point guard, though. I think I'm going to take it. Willing to do that deal just to get some different depth involved, especially after acquiring Nate Robinson. No reason for you guys to trade Booker at power forward. You can play musical depth again. Yeah, I mean, it's the only thing I can do. Don't have the nuke anymore. Beat the Raptors by 20. Anderson for a first and Udonis Haslem. Haslem's on the last year of his deal. A Miami first. How has Anderson been playing? I mean, he's supposed to be more of a scorer, but he's not exactly shooting a ton or shooting the lights out. Not that Udonis Haslem is great depth, but I do have Sheldon Williams there now. Fucking Mike Dunleavy got hurt. Dude, everybody gets hurt. This is nuts. I'm going to take this, actually. I'm willing to take that first. And to get an extra first onto the block. I don't know if anybody will bite, but it's worth a shot. Worth a shot. Got to wheel and deal with whatever's sent my way. I don't really care where I end up regular season-wise. You guys have no reason to take Mahinmi and Spates. So. Elsewhere, what's going on, man? How goes it? Timberwolves first in the West. For you, wow, there you guys go. Flip Ed Davis and a first for Joakim Noah. I mean, it's a shitload of cap. But if you want to go for it this year, that's the deal to take. I mean, Davis is 24, B potential, and an 83. I know he's a good rebounder. But that is the big man. That is the big man to take the team to the next level. Anybody want to say no? Because so far everyone's saying yes. I mean, you're literally just trading the Bulls their first-round pick back. That's a done deal. Ed Davis in a first to Chicago for Joakim Noah. As the 45-8 Raptors get even stronger on paper, that brings us to the trade deadline. Nothing else to be done. Nothing else to be done. Both nukes are out of play. Okay. Muted, what's up, man? Can the Raptors get it done in the playoffs? Because regular season-wise, they might set the win record. We will check the extension deadline here. So for chat, nobody to worry about there. Butler's still on the rookie scale. Leonard's still going to be on the rookie scale. Booker, of course, he signed for 1 year. Apparently, Noah's a perfect system match for Rick Carlisle as well. For myself, Nate Robinson, I got nothing to worry about. At least right now. DeMar apparently has either gotten worse or is dealing with an injury, which means, holy hell, that... Kevin Love's out 4 to 6 weeks. I mean, who the fuck even cares at this point? I do need to renegotiate with Love. $21 million. Love is back. Dude, the amount of injuries for me is unbelievable. It is unbelievable. I'm down to 6th in the West. I got to keep an eye on that, but I can always shorten my bench. Yeah, we're down to 8th. I got to shorten the... Well, actually, right back up to 6th. Let me shorten the bench slightly. I'm trying to preserve my players, and fuckers are still getting hurt. No matter what I can do, I cannot fucking avoid consistent injuries. It's crazy. Well, we know Chat's making the playoffs. It's just a matter of what seed. I'm trying to finish around 7th this year so that I can avoid OKC if I can help it. Honestly, max out the fucking bench depth for this game. You guys are at 69 and 12, so you won't quite hit the record. Your league MVP in 2015. Chat's Damian Lillard. 25 points a game will do it. God damn. I think he's been better than anybody expected him to be. But there you go, an MVP for Damian Lillard. Your Rookie of the Year is Embiid for the Knicks, which is a very funny sight. 6th Player of the Year, once again, is Isaiah Thomas. Defensive Player of the Year, LeBron James. Most Improved, Michael Carter-Williams in Utah. Coach of the Year, Toronto's Rick Carlisle with 70 wins. And Executive of the Year as well. First Team All-NBA is Lillard, D. Rose, Anthony Davis, Blake Griffin, and DeMarcus Cousins. Your all-defensive team is Paul George, Rajon Rondo, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Andre Drummond. And your all-rookie team is Aaron Gordon, Yusef Nurkic, Zach LaVine, Andrew Wiggins, and Embiid. I finished 4th in the West, meaning I have to go through OKC or the LA Clippers. Chat will again play the Pacers in the first round. I just got completely fucking stonewalled by the already built-up teams in the West, and it might just happen again. It just might. For chat in the regular season, the numbers looked like this. Lillard, Kawhi, both doing well. Jimmy Butler, of course. And the combination of Trevor Booker and Joakim Noah helped that team a lot. Your title to lose this year. For myself, we dealt with all the fucking injuries in the world, but Anthony Davis continues to emerge. And DeMar will not be 100% to start off the playoffs. He's dealing with a broken nose. The injuries are absolutely insane. Insane, I say.